barnyard millet forms a separate cluster, whereas the Japanese barnyard millet, it forms a separate cluster. The third cluster basically belongs to the wild species or the species or the genotype which had wild type traits. And when we analyzed this, we found that the crossing between Indian and Japanese barnyard millet is not possible. So recombination breeding cannot be done through interspecific hybridization. Although we attempted some hybrid, but that was sterile actually. The F1s were sterile. We did it 2 to 3 times, but every time the F1s were sterile. So we could not transfer any genes, superiority genes from Japanese barnyard millet to Indian barnyard millet. This is one of the variety of Japanese Indian barnyard millet from BPK Salmona. This is another one, and there are another suitable options in finger millet and barnyard millet for the Himalayan states. And among these, I would talk about this BL Madua 382, which is a latest release for organic cultivation. And this variety has specifically developed for processing use, because the processors wanted the grains which are white in color, so that the biscuit or the other products which can be developed from this finger millet looks attractive to the consumers. And in barnyard millet, this is another option, which is the Japanese barnyard millet, and it is very popular in the higher hills in Uttarakhand. These are some of the pictures of early maturing white grain finger millet genotypes which we developed. Coming to the nutritional profile of millets, we can see from these bar diagrams. The first one is the calcium content, and I think it clearly shows that finger millet stands out from all other crops. The average calcium content in finger millet is about 350 to 400 mg per 100 gram of the edible portion. Similarly, the iron content in little millet is high, and similar is the case for other mineral nutrients as well as fiber in millets. Coming to the potential crops, I'll be talking about two potential crops which are mostly grown in the Himalayan region, the amaranth and the buckwheat. So amaranth, everybody knows that its lysine in amaranth seed protein is equal to the milk protein. And there is in amaranth oil, there is a compound called squalene, which is a cosmetic ingredient, and it has $1 billion industry nowadays. So when I was working in Almora, I found when we used to go to farmers' field, we found that the farmers traders from Gujarat, they used to come to the villages and they used to collect the amaranth grain from Uttarakhand villages. When we asked them what do they do with these, so for 60 rupees a kg they used to buy, and then they used to sell to the pharmaceutical industry in Gujarat. They will collect from different villages and then they will sell to pharmaceutical industry. And this is basically the squalene has a skin, it is very good for skin actually. So in higher hills where the skin breaks due to this UV radiation, both buckwheat has lutein and amaranth has squalene for that. And these are the three species of grain amaranth which are mostly grown, and among these the hypochondriacus is the one which is mostly found in the northwestern Himalayan region. Almost all the varieties are from amaranth hypochondriacus background, polynutrient. And amaranth has also been recommended by NASA during the space missions, and this is because of its nutritional content and nutritional profile, and it has been just as the superfood for astronauts and athletes. Coming to the buckwheat, again the buckwheat, its consumption has increased internationally because of its use as functional food, and it's also an excellent source of high quality protein and dietary fiber. And these are the two species of buckwheat which are grown in fields. The first one is esculentum. This is the inflorescence and the seed grains of this esculentum, and the second one is cataricum, which we call copper. The first one is ugal and second one is copper. This is one of the extremely maturing variety of buckwheat which belongs to esculentum background, and it matures in about 50 to 60 days. But the only problem is buckwheat esculentum types are the dehulling. Dehulling is tough. This is the nutritional status of potential crops, and if you see amaranth and buckwheat, I have only shown the essential amino acid profile, and you can see here the amino acid profile of amaranth is equivalent to milk. So that is the quality of these foods. Coming to the genome sequence progress of millets, so the first one, this is the timeline of different genome sequence initiatives and genome sequence of different millet crops. So the first one was foxtail millet, which was sequenced in 2012, and the latest one is proso millet, which is sequenced in 2019. Although finger millet and barnyard millet has been sequenced, but still the chromosome-wise assembly of finger millet is not available, and barnyard millet, the genome sequences of wild BD species, but that can be used for comparative genomics studies. And this is the genome sequence information of these small millets as well as potential crops. Here we can see that the foxtail millet is considered as a model crop for millets in terms of genomics because of its small genome size, which is about 423 MB, and this finger millet is largest in genome size, that is 1500 million bases. These are the landmark studies in finger millet genomics. So it started with the first linkage map in 2007, and then in from 2007 to 2014-15, the most of the studies they used only the SSR markers, or either the comparative genomics was used where the markers from rice, maize were used to study the genetic diversity. The major studies were only on genetic diversity. And we were the first, I would say, that we did the SMP genotyping in 2015 using genotyping by sequencing approach. And in 2017, the draft genome sequence of finger millet was published, which was published from US Bangalore. And then in 2018, again, we first published the first genome by association study in finger millet. And in 2021, the new SMP platform, that is DartSec, has been used. Nowadays, there is a more and much talk on genomic selection in crop plant, and in finger millet also there is an initiative from Excellence in Breeding team where they have shown they are designing, they are in the process of designing the DART marker as the 2K panel, and which can be used for genomic selection. It will be available very soon. Coming to the breeding objective, everybody knows that grain yield and fodder yield is important in finger millet, but apart from that, the major points which are required are, I'll be completing in 2-3 minutes. The major points which are required to be looked upon are synchronized maturity, which is an important problem in most of the millets and in this potential crop. Grain quality, of course, because the nutritional profile doesn't remain the same in all the genotypes, it varies. Reduced shattering. Shattering is a major problem in most of the millets and potential crops, so reduced shattering types are required. And plant height, of course, because lodging is a major problem in most of the millets and these potential crops. The breeding methodologies, selection is the topmost methodology which have been used till date, but yeah, recombination breeding is must, and it must be followed in most of the millet crops as well as potential crop where it can be used. And hybrid breeding, it doesn't have much scope, but yeah, there are some GMS and CMS systems available in some of the millets. Yeah, for mutation breeding, opportunities exist in most millets, and mutation breeding have been done in amaranth and barnyard millet to increase the seed size. Regarding the genomics and the gene editing technologies, the marker-assisted selection has been carried out to a limited extent because of the limited availability of markers, but the recent intervention due to the International Year of Millets, much of the funds have been now diverted to R&D in small millets, so mostly in a few years we'll have more sequence information of these small millets and potential crops. Gene expression studies again are limited because the phenotype contrasts were not available, or the gene expressions have not been phenotyped properly. For genome editing, the target genes or regeneration protocols are not available for most of the millets except for foxtail millet. Coming to the concerns, so among concerns, low genetic gain is a major concern because after green revolution, these crops were left out. And the seed availability, quality seed availability is a major issue. Lack of adequate emphasis on processing and value addition, the policy issues or the policy, there was no proper policy to uplift these crops. There's least interest in cultivation of these crops because of awareness issues. But there lies great opportunities in revamping these crops, and as these crops are future crops, they have great climatic resilience, and functional food demand is increasing. And they, in hills also, because of their nutritive food and fodder, they can provide nutritional security to the disadvantaged masses, and they're grown under organic conditions by default, so grains could fetch premium price in national and international market. These are some of our publications from our group, and most of these are either the first reports or have been carried out for the first time. And we also have 2 books on millets and pseudocereal and on the finger millet genome. And with this, I'll end my presentation, and I would say that पोषक अनाज है गुणों का खजाना, सस्ता सुगम है इसे खेती में उगाना, स्वास्थ्य राज पोषक अनाज, eat millets and stay healthy. With this, I thank you one and all, and I would like to thank the Director CPRI for allowing me to participate in this conference and present here. And I would also like to thank the former directors of BPKS as well as the present director and my millet team at ICR BPKS Almora, with whom I could achieve this much in these millets. And I would also like to profusely thank Professor H.K. Chaudhary, Vice Chancellor of this university, who guided me during my initial years and who shaped my career initially. And I will also thank the organizing secretary, Dr. Janardhan Singh, for giving me the opportunity to speak in this conference on millet. Thank you once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Janice. It was a very good presentation, and it gives the information about the millets and the potential crops, which is very useful to the students and the other persons present here in the hall. Thank you. It was a very interesting presentation. We had time limitation. Otherwise, we could have opened this for some questions. But thank you very much. It was a nice presentation. Okay, thank you. अगली जो प्रस्तुति है वो पद्मश्री नायक राम जी आए हैं, उनके द्वारा होगी, और इनके बारे में पहले भी ये कई कार्यक्रमों का भाग लेते रहे हैं, और ये कसोग मंडी से आए हैं और मिलेट्स के ऊपर इनका काम जो है 1992 से शुरू किया है, तब से हुए हैं, और किसानों को इसके बारे में ट्रेनिंग भी देते हैं और उसकी वैल्यू एडिशन के बारे में भी इन्होंने बहुत अच्छा काम किया है। इनके काम को देखते हुए भारत सरकार ने और राष्ट्रपति द्वारा इनको पद्मश्री से सम्मानित किया गया है। मैं ज़्यादा समय न लेते हुए नेक राम जी से अनुरोध करता हूँ कि कृपया वो अपनी प्रस्तुति करें।
परम सम्माननीय के मुख्य अतिथि महोदय, यहाँ सभागार में उपस्थित सभी बुद्धिजीवी बहन और भाई, बहुत मुझे ये एक खुशी का एक माहौल और एक एहसास हो रहा है कि जिस गुणवत्ता वाले आहार को हम लोग पीछे छोड़ गए थे, देर हुआ मगर दुरुस्त हुए हो, ऐसा अनाज जिसको सदियों से हमारे पुरखों को मालूम था कि वो किसी भी हालात में पैदा हो जाता है और बहुत समय तक उसको भंडारण भी करें तो भी वो रह जाता है। मगर बहुत दुर्भाग्य रहा कि हम लोग उस चकाचौंध वाले विकास की तरफ आगे बढ़ते गए और आज हमें पता चल रहा है कि हमारा सेहत सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है। हमने भी बचपन से पढ़ा है, हेल्थ इज वेल्थ। मगर आज अगर किसी बच्चे से हम लोग पूछें कि क्या तुम स्वास्थ्य के ये जागरूक हो, क्या खा रहे हो, तो मालूम नहीं है। इसलिए अभी मैं तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवादी हूँ हमारे भारत सरकार का, जिन्होंने इस बात को समझा और बड़े पैमाने पर इसका प्रचार प्रसार का सब शुरुआत हो चुकी है। मैं स्वयं पिछले 20-25 वर्षों से 1990 से मेरा ये सफ़र शुरू हुआ था और इस सफ़र के पीछे एक कहानी थी कि जो अनाज हम लोग भंडारण करते हैं उसी वक्त उस अनाज को बचाने के लिए हमें बहुत जहरीला पुड़िया डालनी पड़ती है, और वही जब गलती से डिहस्किंग के लिए वो धान गया और वो जहर भी उसमें गया, और उसके बाद जब उसे गाय को दिया गया, उसका जो राइस पॉलिश होता है उसका डेथ हो गई। तो यहाँ से मेरी शुरुआत हुई है कि ये मिलेट क्यों, कि जिस अनाज को बचाने के लिए हमें जहर का इस्तेमाल करना पड़ रहा है और एक अनाज हमारे पास पड़ा है जिसको 50 साल भी रखें तो भी खराब नहीं है, तो हम उस तरफ क्यों नहीं जा रहे। तो ये मेरी शुरुआत थी और अपने खेतों में ये सब सीड उगा करके लोगों को इसके बारे में, इसमें जितना भी जो रिसर्च हुई थी वो सब लोगों के बीच में सरल भाषा में, ना केवल अंग्रेजी वाले और साइंटिफिक भाषा में बल्कि सरल भाषा में, ताकि गांव का एक अनपढ़ किसान भी समझे कि मुझे ये फिंगर मिलेट क्यों खाना है, उसके क्या लाभ हैं। शुरू में बहुत मजाक हुआ और दुख की बात यह है कि अच्छे लोगों ने भी मजाक किया, मगर कुछ एक वैज्ञानिकों की मदद से ही मैं आगे बढ़ता गया। हमारा केबीके सुंदरनगर से काफ़ी हमें ये मदद रहा, और ये सभी तरह के सीड जो बिल्कुल विलुप्त हो चुके थे उस सब को पॉपुलर करने के लिए कि ये स्वास्थ्य के लिए अच्छा है। जब लोग नहीं सुन रहे थे तो मुझे लगा कि अगर यही बात एक डॉक्टर बोलेगा हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट का तो शायद लोग सुन ले। तो हमने ये मदद दी, ये 1995 की बात है, और तब हमारे इलाका में भी बहुत सारे लोग डायबिटीज और कैंसर की तरफ बढ़ते जा रहे थे। तो जब यही बात एक डॉक्टर ने कही कि अगर आप फाइबर वाला खाना खाते हो तो ये बीमारियां नहीं हो सकती है। हम क्या खा रहे थे, पूरी तरह से मैदा हमारे पास था, वही हम लोग खा रहे थे। देखने में तो सुंदर है मगर हमारे आंतों के लिए पूरा जहर है। तो ये संदेश जब जगह जगह हम लोगों ने दिया तो लोगों ने अपने सेब के बागान में भी उसका प्लांटेशन करना शुरू किया, डायरेक्ट सोइंग से भी, और उसको आलू तरह से भी उसका पनीर दे करके भी उसका लगाना शुरू किया। एक समय आया बीच में कि लोगों ने अपने आंगन में भी उसको लगाना शुरू किया। ये मैं अपना इलाका की बात आपसे कह रहा हूँ। और हमें लगा कुछ समय के बाद कि ये मिलेट्स अगर हमारे पूर्वजों ने जंगल से खोज खोज के निकाले हैं, मेरे हिसाब से ये एक घासवर्गीय प्रजाति है, तो हम क्यों ना इसको जंगल में भी वन महोत्सव के दौरान हम इसको फेंक दें। और वो चिड़िया का बहुत अच्छा भोजन है, क्योंकि खेत में आके चिड़िया उसको नुकसान भी करती है। तो अगर वो जंगल में होगा तो शायद चिड़िया हमारे सेब के बागान में ना आकर के, हमारा टमाटर के खेत में ना आकर के वो जंगल में ही वो रहेगी। तो इस तरह से भी हम लोगों ने प्रयास किया, और मैंने ये पाया कि इस तरह का ब्रॉडकास्टिंग करने के बाद वो स्वयं से ही हर साल जब उसका उचित समय आता है और वो उग आता है, उसमें पक्षी को खाने के लिए दाना हो गया और हमारा गाय के लिए उसमें बहुत न्यूट्रिशियस चारा हो गया। और ये इतना अच्छा इसका जो